welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Visiting sideline, Super Bowl champ John Harbaugh, head coach of the Ravens since 2008. On the other side, Sean McDermott, now in his 9th season as the head man in Buffalo. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen, glad you're with us. Tyler Bass has the honors. What a matchup for the season opener. Ravens and Bills underway from Orchard Park. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
First down.
They'll send Flowers in motion.
At the 39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
48-yard line.
On the ground, this is James Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now off the bootleg. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Allen, gonna give it to Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 4.
Second and 4.
Once again, it's Cook. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. On third down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that'll set up fourth down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On play action, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
It can possibly get. Like, we're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So on come the Ravens, and Greg, what a story again last year, 12-5, 13-4 the year before that. Regular season, they have been as good as almost anyone in the NFL, but it's the story if you're living in the AFC. Get over that hump, whether it's Buffalo or Kansas City. It's hard to get to the big game on this side of the draw.
Oh, there's no question, and I think if you're Baltimore and you're Buffalo and you look around and you say, man, we should have a couple Super Bowl titles. If we were living in a non-Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era, maybe teams would look at us a little bit different than they do, but they just need to continue to stay the course. Lamar Jackson, one of the best players, regardless of position, in the entire league, multiple-time MVP winner, so they have a Super Bowl roster. Let's not make no mistake about it. They need to just continue to hold serve in the regular season, continue to play for division titles, get as many home playoff games as possible, so when the money's on the line and trips the Super Bowl on the line, they need these games to come through Baltimore.
An 8-yard pickup and a Raven first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, the first carry for King Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9. He'll step up and run this. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The decision to keep it pays off. It's a pickup of 13 and a first down.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
Bateman is the motion man. Here's Henry, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming as we are ready to get back underway. Jackson now on 2nd down. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
We're on top. It's 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So, Greg, here are the Bills. What a year last year. 13-4, beat the Broncos and the Ravens in the playoffs, but once again ran into Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Anything that we can say is that one thing to get them to the big game this time?
Well, I mean, we'd probably start with they need Patrick Mahomes to retire. And, you know, but in all seriousness, Mike, I think when you look at Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, it's one of those things where they just happen to exist in a generationally great team in the Kansas City Chiefs and one of the greatest players we've seen in the last 25 years at quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. So they just need, as hard as it is, they just need to continue to chip away. Just continue to go. They can't make Kansas City the boogeyman because all of a sudden now that starts to get into your head. Continue to win. Continue to win the division. Continue to get home playoff games. And if they keep knocking at the door, eventually they're going to get over that hump because Josh Allen and this roster, they are a Super Bowl contending team. They just got to find a way to get over the hump in the game that matters.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
That's another
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
Another Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hook. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
They'll motion the tight end right. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It is 2nd and 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And his left side and caught by Flowers. Now a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw, Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staff, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organizations.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So, no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by Knox. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8.
Allen to throw again. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is a Owe in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Quick slant into the hands of Shaquille. And the Bills are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
14, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Dejounte Wester now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll get this off to Hill. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. So Hopkins is the man in motion. Second down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. So Hopkins is the man in motion. Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
16 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's going to be dropping after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 10.
Jackson from the gun on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Gain of 6 yards.
Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Bills offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. He gets this one to Moore. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Now in timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2.
Wiggins on the coverage.
Allen going to throw again. That is caught. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
He'll get up and spike it. And let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bills build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the 2nd half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
A gain of 4.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line. But the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Jackson
2nd and 4.
going to keep it himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Here's Hill. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Pistol give to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the Bills' 16-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And he'll take this one in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Makes the score Bills 17, Ravens 14.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Whoa! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Josh Allen on the bootleg. He'll swing this one out to Cook. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. It's Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
That's good for a Bills.
First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. His fullback's releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
45-yard line. A 6-yard
Out of the gun, here's Allen. It's slant into the hands of Shakir. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
That's another Bills. First down.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Second and 10.
Intended for Dawson Knox. Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Throwing again. It's Allen. Look at that. Slinging across his body and connected. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for first and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Gain of 8. That's good for a Bills. First down. First and goal at the 4.
Allen working from the pistol. That is caught side of the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown Buffalo. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Bills 24. Ravens.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Wester now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Jackson now. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the fourth quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. They'll run with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. Allen now on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, here is Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
To the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Lamar going to work for the pistol. And it's into the hands of Flowers. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
It's a pick up for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Jackson. To the tight end, Kohler. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That is Joey Bosa in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Look wide. Get this one complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Jackson up top again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will score. Game on. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
It's second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Kyle Hamilton was there
To the air on third down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with the touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll run it with Henry. Lots of space past the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He'll get this out wide, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 24 now, here is second down and 7. Jackson looking to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here is first and goal. He'll step up and run. A short kick down to the 7. Here now, second down and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and
they'll drop to throw.
The 7-yard line.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his second touchdown now here in the season opener. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep them contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On first down, Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 30.
From the gun, it's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Now, a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Allen. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
That's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Now on second and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Now, first and goal. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now it's Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Down 31-28. 23 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks, as they come up with first and 10. A first down throw for Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Jackson out of the pistol. He'll look underneath for Henry. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
And it's third down.
Jackson from the gun on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Again, it's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they needed, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.